What's growing on, gardeners? On today's 2-minute garden tip, I'm going to show you all why I am not interplanting onions and garlic with any of my other crops this season. In the past, I showed you how to interplant alliums, onions, garlic, shallots, and leeks throughout your garden, especially intermixed with pest-susceptible plants like peppers, tomatoes, eggplant, cucumbers, and squash. And that has several benefits. Number one, the scent of the allium family of plants, they have an insect repellent smell, which I've really found to be very effective. And number two, it also can help maximize space efficiency in your garden. Instead of dedicating a whole garden bed to one single species, by intermixing them, they can often cohabitate so you can squeeze more plants into a small area. And to be completely honest with you, I found this technique to be extremely effective. It does appear that the alliums really do repel pests, and I was genuinely able to fit more food into a smaller footprint. So why am I not doing it this year? This year I'm keeping my onions and garlic separate and I'm dedicating space to them. These are all of my garlic plants. As you can see, they have their own plot in this raised bed. And then I isolated my onions and shallots to these smaller, narrower raised beds. These are a whole bunch of seed-grown onions, and in these beds right here, these two, I just planted 130 onion sets. So they haven't really started to break ground yet. You can see one that is visible right there, but overwhelmingly they haven't broken ground yet. They probably will in about 2 weeks. Despite the effectiveness of this technique, I'm abandoning it this season for two reasons. Number one, it kind of messed up my harvests, not because there was anything wrong with the technique, but because I messed up. You see, what would happen was, in the spring, the alliums would be nice and tall, but then the peppers and tomatoes that I would interplant would eventually grow over on top of the alliums, and I would forget the alliums were there. In the 2 years that I did this interplanting technique, I would forget to harvest my onions and shallots, and then they would get over mature and they would kind of start breaking apart and I would lose onion and shallot quality. And that's not what I want. I simply wasn't able to stay on top of things because by interplanting I kind of just forgot they were there. The second reason is I'm having space efficiency problems because the alliums have such longer harvest windows than the other plants. So this bed right here was where I grew my determinate tomatoes last year, and I yanked them out in August, but I still have a ton of leeks growing in here. You can see where the rows were that I planted my leeks, and in between, that is where I used to have my tomato plants. So instead of having this big raised bed available for planting, I still have all of these leeks lagging behind. Same thing with this hoop house right here. This is where I planted my peppers last year, and I intermixed them with bunching onions. And everything did fantastic last year, but the problem is my bunching onions are still here and growing great. And as you can see, I have all of this space that I can't really use because the bunching onions are still in this place. So because my garden is so small, I'm having issues with bed turnover because one crop is greatly outlasting the other. So while interplanting is a fantastic technique, you have to be very disciplined to do this. You have to remember that all of those plants are growing underneath other plants, so you need to harvest them in the proper window, and you also need to be careful not to overplant your alliums like I did. Bed management is very important if you're growing in a confined space, and if you work a full-time job like I do, you may not always be on top of your harvest. If you're disciplined and you plan things out properly, it is a wonderful space-saving, pest-repelling technique. But if you mess up like I did, it could be more trouble than it's worth. And that's today's 2-minute garden tip. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing and hitting the bell to receive new video notifications, and check out our Amazon storefront and spread shop in the video description for a list of the gardening products I use and awesome custom designed apparel and other gear. Your support is greatly appreciated.